Hi, this is Kate at the Scrapyard. I have a Graphic 45 altered shadow box to share with you today. So first off, I want to start off by saying that Kathy at Paper Phenomenon is responsible for the construction of this box. She did a Halloween mini album shadow box, and I liked it so much that I wanted to make one, but I didn't want it in the form of a mini, so I put it together to make a 12 by 12 shadow box instead of the 6 by 12 mini album. And you can find close-up stills of the entire box and all of my other projects that I've done lately on my blog, and the address for my blog is scrapyardthe.wordpress.com. So for this shadow box, I used the Graphic 45 collection for the background, and I used it for a lot of the embellishments, as well as I Am Roses, Tim Holtz, Tattered Angels, Webster's Pages. So I'm not going to go into detail every little thing that I did, but I'll just point out a couple of things. And over here on this corner, I used a charm, a necklace charm that I think is Madame Delphine's, and I just turned it over and then placed a Graphic 45 piece in there, and then tied it off at the top with some sheer ribbon. Over here, I have some 7 Gypsy stamps that I've used throughout, the Paddington stamps. And this is a tag, and I put some pearls on it. And this is a picture of my son, and there's Tattered Angels glimmer chips, and then a 7 Gypsy stamp that I inked in French script and then glimmer mist it in several different colors. And this picture right here is of my 2 sons on the day that my second son was born. And I have different trims, a metal heart charm, and then this is from the Making Memories vintage jewelry collection. Over here I have a filigree and pearl brad from my yellow bicycle, and this is a Jolie's Flourish, some homemade flowers. Over here there's a bottle cap that I made a rosette for in the background, then I mounted the bottle cap on top and put a piece from the paper collection. Over here, this is, I think, one of my favorite compartments, and this is a picture of my husband and my 2 sons. And I just have lots of vintage lace that I glimmer misted this top one here. I used Tim Holtz Metal Philosophy, or I think it's a Philosophy tag or something like that. And I have a overlay over the picture, which is why there's a glare. And then this is one of my favorite pictures. This is of my youngest son. He is completely bald. Well, almost completely bald. And this is a picture of him wearing a wig. And I love it because it makes me think of what he would look like with lots of hair. So that's basically the shadow box compartments. On the top of the shadow box, I covered up all of the little boxes that I made with this 1/4 inch black satin ribbon, and then on the sides I used strips of chipboard covered in the Graphic 45 paper, and then I used some pages from an old novel. I glimmer misted them and then mounted them on to the paper with Mod Podge, and I Mod Podged the whole side. And then the back is just a piece of chipboard that I mounted on the back, and I hot glued on a picture hook, or a picture hanging hook. So that is my Graphic 45 shadow box. And the last project that I have to share is this Graphic 45 Renaissance Fair card that I made. And I just used various trims, laces, Tim Holtz embossing folder in the background here, and again I used that Seven Gypsies stamp. I love the Seven Gypsies Paddington stamps. They're great. I made a flower from the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die. I cut out the flower, I inked it with a French script, and then I glimmer mist it and put a Teresa Collins bling in the middle. And then for the lady, I cut out the crown. I used some glitter glue, heat dried it to make it bubble a little bit, and then put it on pop dots. And for the lady, I put some bling on her and pearls to make a necklace. So that's the card, and then this is the inside. And I usually just leave most of my cards blank, and then my information on the back. So those are my Graphic 45 projects, and I just want to thank you for watching.